Hello and welcome to week 3 of Cara's ramblings. You're still watching, so clearly I must be saying something worthwhile. So hope you're all good. Sorry, I've just eaten a chocolate brownie because I've got the last of our sock knitting workshop this evening, which has been really good, and I'm gonna hopefully run another one possibly in the autumn. So it was over 3 sessions. We've started off with casting on with double pointed needles, doing the heel and doing the toe. Tori's done it a couple of times, but I've always been a bit nervous because you know what I'm like about doing 2 of something, but it's been okay because they've knitted the socks and I've just helped and facilitated. So but everybody has made a sock, so that's fantastic. And hopefully later on I will show you finished first sock pictures later. Yeah, so whilst we're talking about knitting, because that's what we're all about, is the knitting, it's this top. I have had lots of compliments on this because I wear it quite a lot in videos. I'll just stand up so you can see the bottom there. It is, because people have been asking, the Magnolia tee by Knitting for Breakfast, and I've knitted this in the James Brett It's Pure Cotton. It's a paid for pattern on Ravelry, so just look for Magnolia tee and it's lovely. It's a double knit. It worked up really quickly. You know, I wanted this for my holiday and I knitted it really super quick for me. Short sleeves, which we love a short sleeve, don't we? Well, I do. And that was my next point, because I'm thinking about looking at some of her other patterns, and I've noticed there's a few there that are top down in the round with short sleeves, and I think given the way the weather stuff is going, cardigans are brilliant, jumpers are brilliant, but actually things like this where you have short sleeves or tank tops are really, really good all year round pieces because we can layer them. So this morning it was really chilly and I almost put a long sleeve top on underneath this, and I thought, oh, luckily I didn't, because it's now like a furnace outside, so I'm really glad I didn't do that because that would have just been stupid. But I could have whipped off the underneath bit and, you know, gone back to this. But it's worth bearing in mind, I think we get stuck in the whole we need to have cardigans and jumpers and we need to knit them in the winter. And actually we could be knitting these all year round. Other designers are out there with some other fantastic short-sleeved versions of things. There's another top that I wear quite a lot, which, bear with me, this is a shop sample and not my one because this one doesn't fit me. But this one is Climb Every Mountain, which also, I think that's what it's called. It's a while since I've knitted one. Is also on Ravelry. I can't remember the designer's name off the top of my head, but I will put it in the comments, or in the description rather. And that's top down with some eyelets and everything. Short sleeves. I wear this in the summer when it's a bit cooler over a dress. And I wear it in winter with long sleeve top. So I think we really should be embracing the short sleeve tops. Not only because you know, we don't have to do the 2 of the sleeves, but because they are so good for our wardrobes and for all year round, because we don't know what the weather's going to do from day to day. So yeah, I will put in the comments the designer for this and also for the other one, and if I can be really clever I will put links to their Ravelry page, but that's only if I can be that clever. So apology designers if I'm not that clever, but people will find you because you guys are brilliant. And this is knitted in the cotton and it is lovely. This one was a cotton and wool blend that we used to have. Again, brilliant. I've got other short sleeve tops that have been knitted in pure wool and in acrylic, and all of them have been great for all year round. So that's my top tip today. Agatha Christie make-along. It's growing. I think I've got another 10 centimetres to go before I decrease. So that may well happen on Friday because I will not be here. I'm going to London to visit my daughter. Her and her friend with their little production company have got a show on at the Camden Fringe at the Rosemary branch theatre. Mia has written it, Elizabeth has directed it. Abby is one of the actors in it, Mia's acting in it, Elizabeth's directing and doing the lighting and stuff. So if you happen to be going along to anything in the Camden Fringe, they are performing. There's a performance Thursday night this week and Friday afternoon this week. So I might see you there if you go along on the Friday. Tickets are really reasonable, really good to support, new theatre companies, theatre everything really. So I'm going to plan to knit this, get this, on the train to Paddington, having just listened to the 450 from Paddington. So it's very appropriate. So that's my plan. I am going to get onto the decreases by then. Pop along to the Camden Fringe. Great stuff going on there. Rosemary Branch Theatre. Oh, the play's called An Artist's Disguise. A little bit of advertising there for them. Now, what else was there that I was going to say to you? So, Stitch of the Month. There's a crochet one up. I've done that today. That's basket weave. It's a bit of a longer video because it takes a bit longer to go along on the rows and things and to explain the posts, but I've done that. There's bound to be something else exciting. Oh, Tori and I are working on an idea. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks we'll start to have this idea in place, but it's around sort of knitting techniques, but stuff that you could then use to create a bigger item. Watch this space. Tori's got some ideas in the making, and there'll be videos and things to go along with it and workshops and stuff, so that's where we're going. Just needs a little bit of planning. And what else was there? Oh yeah, end of September coming up, we have Yarn Extravaganza. More details to follow. That's part of the UK Hand Knitting Association. It's great fun. I've got an idea that one of my lovely customers, Jenny, suggested was about a yarn bingo. I just need to do a bit of organising. There's a lot of organising. People think, okay, get this. They come into the shop and they think, oh, it must be wonderful sitting and knitting all day and, having all this wool around you, just knitting. Actually, not a lot of knitting gets done. It appears to be a lot of, obviously, serving customers. There's knit and natter. But there's planning workshops, there's running workshops, there is helping people with problems, knitting problems, but also other random problems as well. There's doing deliveries, there's getting things posted, there's sorting things. There's a lot more that goes on behind the scenes than people give it credit for. And I think sometimes there's this perception that, oh, yarn shops, they're just a hobby shop and, it's just to fill a bit of time. But actually, it is a business. It is, our livelihood. And we do all these things because we want to pass on this skill that for a long time was dying and actually is now really, really popular. And people are becoming so much more adventurous. I've got people who are knitting these who haven't knitted in the round before, haven't followed lace from a chart before, and they've gone with it, and it's just spot on and amazing. So I went off on a tangent there. I've forgotten what I was actually saying. It was about organising, that there's a lot of things that need to be sorted and organised, and they will get sorted and organised. So watch this space for some of those things. I think that's my ramble over for today. Only a short one, well, about the same as last week. see you next week. Oh, yes, I will. I don't know where I thought I was off to, but it's Monday when I will be going to not Payhembury. I want to keep saying Payhembury. Plymstock. No, Plymtree. It begins with P. I know this. Plymtree Flower and Produce Show to do some judging. I'm getting all the P's muddled. It's my brain. So that's Monday, because obviously I record this on Tuesday night, ready for Wednesday. And yeah. So, the other thing I was going to say was we have to say congratulations to Tori over in the Dorchester shop, because she just won the Shopfront Award for Dorchester. Go and check out on our Facebook page, or I will do a blog post. I may put this video in with the blog post. But yes, she won that for her Shopfront. So fantastic. Well done, Tori. Speak to you soon. Bye.